Clean shirt.
Airing cupboard.
Thank you.
Alan.
Yeah.
I want to ask you something.
Well, come on, girl, speak out. Don't be afraid. I can only belt you across the room.
I've been offered a job.
Well, you've got a job.
Yes, but it's a better job. Promotion. It's a fashion supermarket. First assistant.
When did all this happen?
Yesterday afternoon.
You didn't mention it last night.
No, well, I tried to, but he kept snoring at me.
Airing cupboard.
Uh-huh. Alan.
Yeah.
It's 1,800 a year.
It's £1,800 a year?
Mm-hmm.
Don't move. Stay there. I'm going to get my shirt.
Yeah, sleep well?
Oh, every time I shut my eyes, another train went past.
Oh, I never notice them now. You get used to it.
Oh, no, thank you. It was like spending the night in a signal box.
Oh, I've never spent the night in a signal box. What was it like? Was it one of them little ones or like one of the big ones at Crewe?
You like things a bit quieter, dear.
Surrey or Sussex, that's more in my line.
Oh, is that where you'd live if you could, like?
Oh, it's where we're going to live. Sussex, I think. Of course, if Gordon's interests keep him in the city, we'll have to have a townhouse. Something Georgian.
Oh, I didn't think accountants.
Well, he's not going to stay an accountant. He'll be employing accountants.
Why don't you stop up here and buy Cheshire to make a very nice backyard? And you could have a Victorian townhouse in Salford covered in antique soot, couldn't you, Maggie?
Oh, well,
Gordon's got a very good business head, you know, when he cares to use it.
Do you think he'd take to the life of a tycoon? I mean, dashing about all over the place?
Well, like you said, you can get used to things.
Tell you one thing you must get when you get married. An horse, it's the end thing.
Irma, would you go and open the shop door, please?
I can't, Maggie, I haven't finished my breakfast yet. No, honestly, a friend of mine was telling me that their marriage would have broke up years ago if they hadn't bought an horse.
As a matter of fact, I wouldn't mind taking up show jumping.
Maggie, you know this kidney, it is off a lamb, isn't it? You know, only with all this talk about horses.
No, tell me all. Oh, darling, can you put a button on this cuff?
Well, find time to ask.
It's the only clean shirt in the cupboard.
Well, look, I've got to go to the laundrette tonight. I tell you what I'll do. You go and put the kettle on. By the time I finish this, it'll be done.
Look, I'm not asking you to weave a shirt. Just sew a button on one button.
Now, don't rush me. I'll be sticking needles in my fingers, summit. Alan?
Yeah?
About the job.
Yes, tell me about it.
You don't want to know, do you?
Well, of course I want to know.
No, you flaming well don't.
Sew the button on.
I'm sewing the button on, aren't I?
Look, love, I'm delighted. You've only been with the firm 6 months and they offer you a promotion. I think it's great.
Yeah, and so is a 35 quid a week that goes with it.
Yes. So why do you ask me? If you want the job, grab it.
You mean it, Alan? Do you honestly mean it?
Well, of course I mean it. Unless it makes you too big-headed to sew a button on my shirt.
It's in Solihull.
It's where?
Solihull.
Well, what are you going to do, Elsie? Commute? Solihull is outside Birmingham.
Warwickshire.
In what? Oh, I see. That was the minor item you omitted to mention.
Oh, now, surely you don't object to moving.
Oh, come on, Elsie.
Well, you haven't got any roots here. I mean, they cut your throat as soon as look at you. Look what happened last year.
Look, the garage is going great guns. I'm paying my debts off at last.
With the money they're offering me to go to Solihull, you could pay your debts off twice as quick.
Now, Elsie, we can discuss this if you like, but you want an answer now, it's got to be no.
Sew your own flaming button on.
Oh, come on, Chuck. Just till payday, you know, just 10, that's all.
Oh, there's going to be a payday then.
Well, it's still working, aren't it?
I'm glad you said still.
It's not my fault Jerry was trying to make me redundant, is it? You know, half-hour dinner breaks, no tea break. What's the next job's right? That's what he says. What's the next job, Ray?
Well, it's up to you to see it doesn't make you redundant, isn't it? Like, for instance, not mooching round here.
All I want is 10 fags.
I bet Jerry Booth doesn't stop for fags.
That's what I'm flaming telling you, isn't
Well,
it?
I won't be helping you if I give him your will. I'll only be encouraging you to stop 10 times.
Look, I'll give up smoking. Tomorrow.
Oh. Listen, Dad, I'll pay for these out of my own money because the shop doesn't give credit, right?
OK.
Stanley?
You do understand me, don't you, Dad? I'm buying you these.
Ah, you're love, that's you.
Ooh, and I mean that about your job. You hang on to it, Dad, and it might be an idea if you give up smoking and all. You never know, you might need every penny you can get.
Well, love. It's only a question of willpower, isn't it? Eh? Hello.
I don't know, to set more than willpower.
Oh, giving up smoking, you mean? Well, that's what they say, isn't it? Where there's a will.
I've heard that one and all. No, I think when they was giving out willpower, the Ogdens was in the queue for something else. Show me the way and you can keep the will. I wish somebody'd show me the way to pay off Dave Smith and
Dave
all.
Smith?
Yeah, you know that money you gave me Dad, what my dad bought me in this shop with?
Exactly the money he gave your dad.
Oh, haven't I? It took Stanley 300 years. Now I took the debt over.
Oh, I see, and he's pressing, is he?
No, I wouldn't say he's pressing, but if I don't take it round, he calls for it. He says times are hard. I feel very sorry for him.
Oh, why don't you ask for a bit more time?
I suppose I could.
I mean, after all, it's the money he's after, isn't it? I mean, if you haven't got any, you can't very well pay him.
Well, it's with Jerry Booth being out to work a long time that he's short of cash, isn't it?
Jerry Booth? Hello, Ken.
Hello.
Did I say Jerry Booth?
Yes.
Jerry Booth, then?
Asking for cash? For credit, you mean?
No, I don't think we were talking about Jerry Booth.
Oh,
we were
Ken, could you mind your own business, all of you? Why don't you mind your own flaming business?
I thought that's what people did in areas like this, minded each other's business.
If your horoscope says you're in for a pleasant surprise, money-wise, do you hang about waiting for it, or do you go looking for it?
Just carry on working for it.
Ooh, you work mad, you.
Well, that I am.
No, you see, if fate's going to drop a bundle of money in my lap, and I move on, well, it might drop in someone else's lap. I think I'll just hang on and look for it. Hello. You're staying at the corner shop, aren't you?
That's right.
Going out with Gordon?
Going up... Oh, if you mean Gordon Clegg, yes, I do know him.
Going to be married, I heard.
Did you?
He has been known to change his mind on the last minute, you know.
Look, I really am sorry, but I do have to be
I'm
going.
Lucille.
Oh, yes.
Wasn't he set out? About me?
Out?
Look, Lucille, I think I best get going, only I want to get this job started.
I was engaged to him.
Only I'm a bit late as it is. If you're coming in my direction, well...
Oh, Lucille. Yes, of course. Oh, I shouldn't worry about him doing that again if I were you. It just took him a little while to get his right level. It is the 42 bus into town, isn't it?
Yeah.
What does she use as bait?
You are?
Bait?
They're like flies on a flaming jam pot.
That's what I mean.
She must have summit. What's her husband think?
Have you ever spoken to that Mrs. Ogden?
Hers lives across road.
Aye, I met her in corner shop other day.
It's a pity to let it pass.
What can I do? He just doesn't want to know.
It's the first time we branched out into retailing, and we're going to do it big.
Look, I want the job, you know that. And I can do the job.
The company knows you can do the job, or they wouldn't have offered it to you.
Yes, Ivy?
Excuse me. Did you say to go on to those 179s?
Yes, I did, and I thought I said it quite clearly.
Oh, sorry.
I suppose I could stay here, in this office, and do this same job for 15 years.
From what I hear, your husband's been used to better things. What can you see from where you live? This place is a bit of a rut, I'd say.
Rut? Yeah. We nearly made it last year.
I've got to be in dispatch in about 10 minutes. Look, the company doesn't want an answer until Monday. Well, why don't you and Mr. Howard take a run down there this weekend? There's some nice country. Birmingham's a good shopping centre.
I'm sold. It's me husband who's not.
Monday. You know what this company's like. Monday's Monday. And it's yes or no.
When I was a kid, I used to hop and skip on the flags. And if I landed on the crack, I knew it was going to be a bad day. Now, it's rather the same coming into the shop. You don't know who's going to come out, Maggie Clegg or Emma Barlow.
Well, today it's Irma Barlow. Does that mean you're going to have a bad day?
Unpredictable. For instance, this morning, I come in here, all innocent, for half a pound of marge, some tea and some razor blades, and I get told to mind my own business. Result, I forget the marge, tea and razor blades, and that's why I'm back here again.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ken, only it's her, you know. I don't want to know in all my business. I took your advice. I went round to see Dave Smith.
My advice? All I did was confirm what you were already thinking.
Well, two heads, and you was obviously thinking what I was thinking.
And the quality of mercy?
Oh, I wouldn't say a quality. No, not where Dave Smith's concerned.
He gave you an extension?
No. Oh, no, he didn't give me extra time. Of course, he pointed out, like, that times were hard. He's hard up himself, don't know where his next crust is coming from, you know. No, he didn't give me the extra time.
So it was worth a try.
Oh, well, it was worth a try, because what he did do was say that my dad could continue paying the debt.
Like I said.
And like I said, it'll take Stanley 300 years.
And have you told Stanley?
Oh, I don't think there's any need, really. I mean, Dave will point it out tactfully, won't he, like on payday?
Yeah, you know, I think your dad must have jumped on one of those cracks.
You've got to look after yourself, haven't you?
It's exactly what your dad was doing, you know, in his own way, looking after you when he took the debt on.
Shut up, you're talking like Maggie Clegg.
Oh, I see. I see. If I don't agree with you, mind my own business. And if I do, I'm giving you good advice. All right, then. Well, I'll mind my own business.
That's right, we're thinking alike again. It's none of your business.
Yeah, but I tell you, the least you can do is to tell Stanley before Santa Claus Smith tells him.
I suppose you're right. You know something? It'd be better if I shouted it through that wall, wouldn't it? Flaming kill me.
Smell it.
Ooh, ought to be outlawed by the United Nations, that. Dangerous.
And expensive. Hey, I'll tell you who I saw. That girl from the pub.
Lucille?
Yes, that's her name. Gordon's told me about her. And from what he's told me, you weren't very impressed by her.
At the time, no.
At the time?
Well, Gordon was taking very important exams. I just asked them to wait, that's all.
I must say, I can't see what he saw in her.
She's a moody girl. At times, a strange girl. I know her a bit better now than I did then.
You're on her side?
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, let's put it this way. Are you on my side?
I'm on Gordon's side. I want what's best for him.
So do I.
Wait till I see Gordon Clegg. I'll tell him what I think of Miss Fancy Pants.
Hey, why's your face gone green?
It's... No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
Hey, they don't call you Casanova for now. Wouldn't you say that with jealousy?
Oh, it's not so much a face going green, it's them little horns what's sprouting out of her forehead.
I'm not having that swanky bitch saying what she said to me in the street for everybody to hear.
There was only me there, wasn't there?
Not up to his level. That's what she said. And hers, she meant. Swan. She'd be a flaming dead duck if she says out more to me.
You what?
Swan. That's a name like in the dying swan.
Jennifer, weren't it?
I used to know a bird called Jenny Swan.
Well, that's now to go by. I mean, you know a bird by every name, you do.
Oh, no, Jenny, you do me an injustice. There are one or two birds with names I've not been out with. I can't just think of any at the moment, but there must be some. No, but I never forget her name.
You remember Jennifer Swan?
Can you tell me where my dad is?
Like this is Irma Barlow.
Like this is Rumpelstiltskin. Come on, give me my wish and tell me where my dad is.
Well, he's cleaning the office, only knock before you go in, because the doctor says he's not got to be woken up suddenly. No, darling, I'll tell you what, me and my mate is going round a pump for a pie and a pint, so if I can think of how, why, when and where I met Jennifer Swan, I'll let you know. Come on.
You said what?
They was making fun of you, Dad. They said you'd be asleep.
Oh, they're wrong then, weren't they?
Dad,
Yes, love.
that debt.
What debt? I thought you said it wasn't a debt. I thought you said you bought me them fags.
To Dave Smith, that debt.
Oh.
Yes, oh, it's nearly 500 quid now, and due to circumstances beyond my control, I can't continue paying it.
He'll just have to whistle for it then, won't he?
Dave doesn't whistle, Dad. He's not got an ear for music. He has other methods.
He wouldn't do a thing like that to you.
Not to me, maybe, but perhaps to you.
Let him try.
Oh, don't talk flaming daft, Dad. You know he would, or at least his troop of Rover Scouts. Oh. I've been round to see him.
All right.
I've told him I can't pay.
And?
Well, he said it's all right.
Well, yeah, you see, he's always had a soft spot for you.
He said you've got to continue paying us from this payday.
Me? I can't.
Well, you've got to, Daddy means it.
You rotten, you shut your own dad, you. Shut your own flipping dad, haven't you?
It was Ken Barlow told me to go round and ask for an extension of time, and it was Dave's idea. You should pay, not mine.
Kid, our kid, don't you do that to your dad?
Well, there's nothing I can do about
Yes, there
it.
is. Stop gallivanting, eh? I've heard about it. Where you gallivanting to, then? What do you want that flipping money for?
Like I told somebody else this morning, mind your own flaming business, you, and leave me alone.
All right, girls, I'm going off for my dinner now. Listen, those 179s, will you try and push them through? There's a bit of a rush on them.
Right, I'll
Okay. See you.
Ta.
Is that what you heard then?
That's why his nibs keeps coming backwards and
Well,
forwards.
this job she's after, is it one at Bury?
Bury, give over. What I heard was it was in London with her own house and her own car all thrown in.
Well, we know how she's got on, don't we?
Ah, well, if that's what you've got to do together, and I'll stay where I am, thank you very much.
And me.
And me, her husband, getting himself murdered, and then that fella shooting himself. What's she got? Hey, and this Mrs. Ogden were telling me about her being up in court.
Court?
Stuff missing from Miami Moods. Mind you, don't tell anybody.
Me?
I mean, she's paid for a crime.
Well, what did she get?
She got discharged.
She must have something.
Still, when she leaves, we'll miss her. Because, I mean, we could do worse.
Oh, yeah, we could do worse. We'd miss her.
Who would miss us round here? Nobody. And will we miss them? Would be Ella's like.
Look, love, I'll say it again. I want to be finished with my old problems before I get lumbered with any new
So
ones.
you're paying off your debts. You don't have to stay round here to do it. You've got no friends round here that proved that when you went bust. You came round here with them knives sharpened.
Look, I didn't blame them. One thing Backbussy taught me was to look after my own money.
No, surely. It makes sense that we go somewhere else when I can earn twice as much money and pay off your debts twice as fast.
Look, love, the time we paid the cost of packing up the stuff here and moving down to Solihull and finding a new home is not going to be worthwhile, is it?
An investment. That's another thing Arthur Smith told me.
Go on, I'm listening.
He said it would just be a start.
Look, darling, I'm delighted that they think so highly of you. I really am, but...
But. I'm sure if they offered you a job at twice the money, I'd follow you like a shot.
That's a fine vote of no confidence in me, isn't it?
Look, you'd get a job as easy as anything in Solihull and eventually your own garage.
Get a job just like that.
Well, you're a skilled man. There's no problem.
What sort of daydream have you been having? Don't you know about the unemployment problem in this country? Look at Jerry Booth. Skilled or unskilled, in 6 weeks I'd be just like him.
I'd be on a good wage.
Injun chief, not follow score.
You know, I must love you. Any other fellow said something like that to me, get this right in his mush. You will think about it, will you, Ellen? Promise me that.
Yes, I'll think about it. How?
Oh, they're so beautiful.
So am I, if you catch me in the right light.
Well, I must be off now, just in time to catch my train. See you tomorrow.
Yes, bye. Have a nice time.
Oh, hello.
Hello. You best get the traps out. I can smell vermin.
Is it opening time?
Half an hour since.
Well, I thought you'd be behind the bar, and what with that posh accent you've just picked up.
I don't know about behind the bar. I'll be behind bars for doing grievous bodily harm.
I don't think them flowers smell exactly like vermin.
Oh, them's lovely. Who sent them?
Oh, I shouldn't ask questions like that if I were you, Lucille. She bites.
Let's just say a person.
Ah, well, there's in-persons and her-persons. Now, her-persons don't send flowers, so it must be an in-person.
Yes, sir.
A chap over the road says you sell what he calls better class cigars.
Ah, but only to better class people.
Well, if I keep my coat collar up and army face, nobody will notice. I better buy some and start handing them round.
Little fella, is he? Talks with a bit of a lisp.
The very man.
These are for them. Oh. Thank you.
Ta.
Hey, do you know that was?
Never seen him before in my life.
Well, I think he's the business manager from over at Elsie's place.
Hello? It's Mr. Smith, isn't it?
There's lots of Smiths.
Yes, but,
Oh, that's right.
we haven't met. My name is Alan Howard.
Oh.
Yes, she's my wife.
Oh, I'm pleased to meet you. What did he call these? Better class?
Just a minute, Mr. Smith. Has my wife spoken to you yet?
About you not being keen, yes.
I don't know if your wife is working, Mr. Smith.
She's not. There's no need.
Well, if she was working and somebody offered her a job some distance away, would you give up your job to go with her?
I don't think that really concerns me, Mr. Howard.
Well, it concerns me, Mr. Smith, and I'm putting it to you.
I'm not the welfare officer, I'm the business manager. Your wife, Mr. Howard, has got the ability. We'd like to use that ability, to her advantage and to ours. You know what she'll be doing across there now? Measuring the distance in inches from one button to another. That's wasting her ability.
Mr. Smith, man to man.
I'm not talking as man to man. I'm just telling you as a manager. We've offered her promotion. If she turns us down, we'll see who's next on the list. They must have had these in stock 10 years.
Hello, Sally. Uncle Albert asked me to drop in, see if he could nail 2 bits of wood for him together in the shape of a cross.
All right.
Yeah, it's the 11th of the 11th tomorrow, you see, and he likes to have his own little armistice ceremony. He likes to put his own little wooden cross on the cenotaph.
Flaming armistice. Thanks to the tale of hostilities for me, innit?
Me?
Telling our kid to go and see Dave Smith.
Oh, I didn't know she
You
get in
keep
trouble.
off her, but she's a good kid. She won't be 10 fags this morning.
Sorry.
If fellas like you and Smith telling her what to do is causing all the trouble, isn't it? All right, all right. Dave Smith cuts me throat. What's going to happen? Marilla's got to wash me shirt the next day, hasn't she? Now, what am I going to do?
Well, I don't know, Stanley, but you're going to do what Brer Rabbit or Brer Fox, whichever one it was, did. Just lie low, keep out of the way for a bit.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. All right, I'll knock the cross up for Albert and take it round to him. Make one for myself at the same time, I think.
All right, thanks, Stanley, and I'm sorry.
All right.
See you.
Oh, hello, can you just try one?
Yeah, all right.
Might see you over there.
Yeah.
No, this is what this Cheetah Mill job's all about. They want, they want half a dozen sewing machines embedded in the floor. Well, it's a concrete floor, you see, so it means drilling through, then cementing the legs in, and then they want to trough fits into the machines.
Oh.
Should take about a week, I reckon.
Yeah, Cheetah Mill.
Ah, definitely.
Hey, that sounds like a job for me, doesn't it? You know, knocking holes in concrete, eh?
Well, I suppose I could always do them window frames for them houses in Tilbury Street.
No. It's a long way to Cheetah Mill, Stan. With your sense of time and direction, you'll probably finish up in Cairo or
Look,
something.
I promise I won't be late. Honest, I won't. If I leave the house at 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, it's either that or the Foreign Legion.
Well, you make it very difficult for me to choose.
Well, look, I wouldn't mind a job near the yard next week myself.
All right, make sure your passport's in order.
Thanks. You've saved me flipping life. Ta-da.
Ta-da. Hey, Jerry, does that name ring a bell with you? What name?
Jennifer Swan. It's going around in my head. I just can't remember where I met her.
Oh, it was likely at one at Queen's garden parties.
No, I don't think so. I don't think you were on Royal Yacht neither. It'll come.
What do you fancy?
Well, what's the choice?
Well, let's see. On BBC, it's an action-packed western. Comanche Indians attack Jake Farrer's ranch. And on ITV, it's, a war story. British crippled destroyers attacked by a German U-boat.
Well, why don't we just switch back and forth every 5 minutes? It won't be much of a program, but at least we won't fall asleep. Elsie, I've been thinking.
Oh, good.
I've been thinking about your job. You asked me to think about it.
Well, you can't have been thinking long. It's only a couple of hours ago. Oh, better turn it down. The street will think we're having another row. What's up?
Well, sit down.
Never mind the sitting down bit. What's on your mind?
Look, love. My first marriage broke up because my wife cooled towards me.
Are you trying
Now,
to
she
say
cooled
that
towards me because she became obsessed with her own business interests. She lived her business morning, noon, and night, and I had my own going for me. We didn't see anything of each other. Now, I don't want this to happen to you and I, love.
Well, what's this got to do with me? I don't want to work over at that warehouse until my teeth drop out. I don't like work, remember? But if I've got to do it, I like to think I've got one or two extras coming. I'm sick to death of working my guts out to pay your debts. Look, we have to debate whether it's Chinese or fish and chips.
All right, go to Solihull.
I see. Go to Solihull, but go on my own. Oh, you're a past master at saying nought, you are. Well, you better hurry up and say something. We've got till Monday to make up our minds.
You've got till Monday.